Morning, YouTube. Captain Spaulding here. Trying to get my pipe lit. Smoking a 320 XL. It's a Rossi. Oh, the rustic. I just made a mess. Smoking some New School Mississippi River. I keep forgetting where the camera is on this computer. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Right now we are having a blizzard. It's not really snowing right this second, but there's like 50-mile-an-hour winds and it's intermittently snowing. You'll look out the window and it'll be a complete whiteout. I'll get this one going. Got some coffee. Brewed in the pour over today. This isn't really single origin. I had some beans left in one bag from a roast, some beans left in another bag from a roast, and I put them together and made a cup of coffee. Sort of a bastard blend, if you will. But it's delicious nonetheless. I gotta go to DeWitt today, to the doctor's, to my chiropractor, get my back adjusted. I started going back about 2 weeks ago. And so far, it's been good. It's helped me tremendously. I don't know what I did, but I did something wonky to my shoulder and it's been giving me problems, so called my doc up and she said, come on in. So that's what I've been doing. Twice a week, for a couple of weeks. I'll get maybe a month into it before I'll drop down to a week visit. I'm hoping that I can get out there and get back and beat the blizzard. Today's my day off. It's Monday, so I'm probably just gonna stick close to home. Might make a run to the grocery store right up the street, and that's about it. It's probably gonna be crazy at the grocery store today. This is one of my favorite pipes. It's the XL, so it's a little bit bigger. I just love the way it feels in the hand. Great smoker. Primarily, I smoke Mississippi River in the morning out of this with a cup of coffee or two. I like the big bowl so I can pack it once, and that's probably my favorite design. I'd like to get a few more. I do love the, I think it's called the Oceano or Oceana. It's a blue swirl stem that they got. That's wicked looking. But I would put a pipe bit on it so it would be beautiful blue swirl and then a little condom on the end. I got some, look at that. Like a fucking vampire. Sharp canines. Otherwise, I'm just going to enjoy a relaxing morning here. Settle in for some TV shows or Netflix series or something today. This week I'm going to work on bread bowls. Hopefully that's the plan. I want to make soup bowls that we can serve our homemade soup at the restaurant in. I think that would be neat. Probably not all the time, but like maybe a lunch special or a dinner special on a Friday night. and my brother asked me to make focaccia, flatbread focaccia, so I'm going to work on that this week. I'm thinking like a smoked ham and caramelized onion or something. That sounds neat. Try it out, see how it goes. The coffee came out fantastic, by the way. That's pretty much what I do with all my beans when I roast. Whatever I have left over in a bag and it's not enough to make a cup, I'll put them all in a bag from a bunch of bags and make a cup or a pot of coffee with it. And it usually comes out really good. Because now I got all the flavors I love and all the different coffees, and they kind of come in together. It's not a coffee that you can sit and pick out each little individual thing, but it kind of makes its own no different than any blend. It is so loud in here. You just hear this constant, like, the wind is just not stopping. I'm afraid to look outside. I've been hearing things blowing all over the place outside, down the road and everything. Doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic out today, but I don't know. I'm just glad I get to sit home today. I make a quick trip out towards Syracuse to do it, get adjusted, and then get back, and hopefully not run through any snow on the way or back. I recently picked up one of these little charging bricks. You plug your phone into it, and or your tablet or whatever. I use it to charge my phone. Sometimes I'm out of the house for so long, and after about a year, your iPhone really starts to go downhill in a hurry from all the recharging. But I also use my phone more now to play music and stuff than I ever did, so that has a lot to do with it. There's a lot of little stuff you could do to save power. I turn the screen down, make sure I don't have location services on and all kinds of crap like that. Just watching these trees through the window out here just go sideways. They're big, tall, like 200-foot trees, and they're moving pretty hard. Every year we get a couple of them that drop in the back behind the barn down by the creek. We had people come and take all the good trees out. All the black walnut's gone, but they left all the other junk out there. Got to order some pipe cleaners. I'm on my last bag. I've been avoiding ordering them like the plague because I feel like if I order them, I have to order some tobacco with it. And what starts out quite simply as 1 or 2 tins ends up being a couple of $100 before I know it, and I don't want to do that. Before you know it, I've got 10 tins and a bunch of other junk I don't need, tampers and discounted pipes, and gotta keep that PAD under wraps, tobacco acquisition disorder, TAD. I've been wanting a pipe for a while. One of these days I'm going to order up a Bones pipe. I really want one of those. I don't have one. But I got a handful of pipes. Not many, but I work so much I don't get a chance to smoke them all. Try to rotate them out. It's a great smoker though. I think this was like 60 bucks, 70 bucks, something like that. It wasn't bad at all. Got a couple of snuffs. Gawith. Absolutely love Gawith. Apricot, mentholated apricot. And of course, Zona President. My favorite. Here it is. The blizzard warning for Oneida Castle. 4 to 10 inches. That's quite a span, but literally if you drive 15 minutes up the road into a valley or into the hills, the weather changes completely. So the fact that I live in upstate New York, everyone thinks when you say New York, they think city and buildings, and I live in the rural areas with forests, thousands and thousands of acres of woods. We have state lands that you can go hiking and camping and fishing and horseback riding. A lot of people do horse trails in the state lands. Yeah, I'll be glad if the snow holds out. I got 4-wheel drive, but it's not so much me I worry about as much as the other people on the road. It seems like when the weather turns here, everybody's in a hurry to go everywhere, and you gotta slow down. There's just no 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, doesn't matter. Ice is ice. You either slide with 2 wheels or 4. It helps, but you gotta be smart. You gotta drive for everybody else on the road. I totaled my first car coming home from work 20 minutes away from my house. And I was literally 10 minutes away from home when I did it. I was halfway here. Excuse me, better than halfway. Slow it down. That's what the cop said. Slow it down. And that stuck with me ever since I was a kid. He could have wrote me a handful of tickets, sat me in his car, gave me a little speech, made me sweat it out for a minute while he kind of looked up some shit on his computer, it was nothing. He was just breaking my balls. He asked me if I learned anything, and I said, yeah. He says, slow it down. He said, the speed limit's there, but if the road conditions are such you can't drive the speed limit, don't drive the speed limit. Slow it down. That's good rules for life too. Sit down, have a pipe and a cup of coffee. Well, I've absorbed enough of you guys' time. Peace, YouTube.